So if you look here, it says, it'll tell you, congratulations, your installation of cPanel and WHM, which is Web Host Manager. So it's two different things, right? Web Host Manager, cPanel, but they're kind of like interrelated. You'll see. It's now complete. The next step is to configure your server. So before you configure your server, ensure firewall. Don't worry, like I say, don't worry about that. This is how you make it work. Open your preferred browser, whatever browser you want, right? If you look right here, this is where I'm reading from. Let me get back up here. Open your preferred browser. Navigate to the URL. It's right here. This is what I want you to copy and paste. And it says, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Proceed. Okay, so you see, we have successfully installed Web Host Manager onto our server. So that's what that means. We're official. So that's your Web Host Manager. Go ahead and bookmark that. I'm gonna go ahead and bookmark it for my server because this is an actual live server for me too. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it with you. I'm walking the walk and I'm talking the talk, right? So save it. Okay. Now let's go ahead and try and log in with our root username and password, right? So username is root, of course. So let's go back. I don't even know why I went over there. Root. Then so just copy and paste your root name and password, the same thing you use to log into your server through PuTTY. Log in, successful. cPanel and Web Host Manager. Look at y'all. Y'all are so nerdy. Look at this. Y'all are nerds all of a sudden. Look at that. Read all through this. Who wants to read this? Nobody. All right, so no one's going to read it. Great. We could get ChatGPT to read it for us like really fast, but we ain't going to do it. It's cool. We trust them, right? Get started with the free cPanel trial. This is your free cPanel trial. Like I said, I'm not going to keep saying the same thing over, guys. You already know. It's a trial. I've said it. I've beaten you over the head with it all day for hours now at this point, right? So, okay, guys. You have to create a cPanel account here, right? So, go ahead and type in your email, whichever one you prefer to use. Create the account. All right, an email valid. All right, cPanel ID account password. Set your password, right? So go ahead and click the link. Set your password. All right. Okay. Now, let's go back. Allow access. Boom. We should be logged in now. Get started with the trial. Look at that, guys. So proud of y'all. You're growing so fast. Okay. So your server will send status and error notifications to this address. Go ahead and put in the address you want to use for that. Oh, right. Make sure it's one. Matter of fact, no, I'm gonna use one. I'm gonna use one of the main ones I know I really use. It's gonna send you information about anything that's, you know, security threats, stuff like that with your server, right? Now this is where we get into domain names, right? So domain names, your domain name is so-and-so.com, best content creator 2024.com or whatever.com.net, right? So what we want to do is get our domain name, whatever one we want to use. I've got a few. I'm going to pick a random one. Let me pull up my domain names here from NameCheap. If you don't have a domain name, you can buy one from NameCheap. You can buy one from RackNerd, anywhere. All right, guys. So we're on the domain name part now. Name servers. So your domain name, wherever you bought it at, there's a DNS section where you're able to go and change the name servers wherever they're to tell your registrar where you want your domain name to be hosted at, right? So for me, it's RackNerd. So right here where I have my hosting, for you, more than likely, you're gonna buy your domain name from RackNerd. It'll be a lot easier. If you need help with this part, just let me know. So I would come here, copy this part for the name server. Sorry, okay, right here. Paste that for the first one. And then same thing for the two name servers. Right? Well, what happened? Okay, I'm tripping. Boom. Finish. The next step that we have is to go ahead and add our IP address as an A record to our domain name DNS. So all we're gonna do is go back to the same place we were where we added our name servers to our domain name, right? So for me, it's NameCheap. So if you go to advanced DNS, go here, add a new record, A record. So IP address is going to be the IP address that we have from Name Hero. All right, guys. So your advanced DNS record should look like this: A record, C name record, taste record. Your A record should be your IP address from RackNerd, from your RackNerd server. @ for the host, 1 minute. A record, boom. All right. So we are in WHM cPanel. Well, we're in WHM right now, and we can get to cPanel from here. So it's telling you right here, this is a trial license. This installation of cPanel and web host manager is for trial use, limited to 30 user accounts, and will expire at the end of the trial period. Upgrade to a paid copy of cPanel and WHM to use the software after that period. When you use a license, you must provide the following information. When you purchase a license, you must provide the following information. It's a VPS license, and that's your IP address there for your server, right? So congratulations, guys. Now we need to create a new account. So we're going to come here, create a new account, domain. So go back to whatever domain name it is you picked, stonerbird.com. Okay. Give it a username, Stonerbird. Password 806. Boom. Email, whatever email it is that you want to use. Package. Set it, man. Just leave it as default. Leave that as default. Mail routing, leave that alone. Leave that alone. Unless you know what you're doing. If you don't, leave it alone. It's not necessary. Those are your name set servers. Yep. And create. All right. Account creation. Okay. Go to cPanel. Let me move myself out of the way. See, everything is done. Account creation finished. Account creation complete. Account creation okay. Done. All green check marks means we're